Geometry 9th, Class 94 Solutions, Minerva Bilingual School. Hey, 9th graders, welcome to the Class 94 Solutions class. We have 8 problems to do together, and here we're going to check our answers eventually, so we can corroborate. Let's do this. Now, the instructions for all 8 of these questions are the same. Find each measurement indicated. Round your answers to the nearest tenth. All right. So before we find all of these, what I'm going to do is label each thing that we need to find. So they say find AC, so this side right here. So what I'll do is I'm going to call it little b, because we talked about typically if an angle, the letter for the angle will correspond to the opposite side, but the opposite side will be a lowercase version, so I like to label them like that. So we're going to say little b, and then AB they're asking for, so that we're going to call that little c, like that. Now let's go to number 3. We need to find BC. Let me check one thing on number 2. AB, yeah. Now we need to find BC, so that's like saying little a. If you want to just call them, if you want to call it BC and not say little a, that's no problem. All right, AB is the same as saying little c. Number 5, you find BC, so that's like saying little a. And we need to find the angle C, so that angle right there. Number 7, find again angle C, so that angle right there. And again angle C. There we go. We've labeled everything that we need to find. Okay, so I see that we have, now this is actually the problem that we did in the notes, but I see that we have an angle and a side, and then we don't have this angle, but we have the side that's opposite that angle. So first of all, I want to find angle C. So we know that there's 180 degrees in a triangle. Guys, I'm probably going to go pretty fast on this assignment. I'm going to try to talk somewhat fast just for the sake of time. But if you want to slow down the YouTube video, as always, you can do that. All right, so 180 minus 118 minus 22 will give us 40 degrees, right? 40 degrees. So now we can say 24 over sine of 40 equals B, side B, over the side of B, over the sine of 22. Okay, now I'm not going to write out all these processes because it'll take too long that way, but just know that I'm going to multiply these and then multiply these. I'll write out the process. No, I actually don't even need to because it's in your notes. So yeah, you guys know the process to cross multiply correctly. So fundamentally, we're going to do 24 times sine of 22, and then we're going to go divide by sine of 40. So you get 13.98. So that's rounded. We get for B 14.0. Cool. Now let's corroborate, and there it is. Once again, they did not round like they said they're going to round. That's okay. All right, there it is, number 2. Now we have angle side, angle side. So we actually don't even need to find angle A. It really would not help us because we're finding AB. Right, so let's do this. 7 over sine of 44 equals C over sine of 53. So 7 times sine of 53, all that divided by sine of 44, you get 8.04776. So rounded to the nearest tenth, 8.0. Let's corroborate, and we get, there it is. Not too bad. We're going fast. All right, now to find A, we're going to go, we do need to find B this time also, because B is opposite the side that they give us. So 180 minus 51 minus 39, we get, happens to be a 90-degree angle. Oh, guys, we're going to do law of sines, and then we're going to use SOHCAHTOA, and you'll see that we get the same answer, just for fun. So I'm going to say 27 over sine of 90 equals little a over sine of 39. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, we could even use Pythagorean theorem eventually if we want to go the really long way to find some unknown, to find an unknown side. But we'll just do SOHCAHTOA after this just for fun. Okay, 27 times sine of 39 divided by sine of 90. Sine of 90 is 1, right? So we get 16.99. Right in the nearest tenth is 17. So we get A is 17, right? Now, guys, watch this. We could, if we want, we could say, let's just imagine we don't know that side right there, but we want to find it using SOHCAHTOA. We can use SOHCAHTOA because it's 90 degree, because it's a right triangle, right? So we're going to make 51 degrees the reference point. So we have, in this case, if 51 is a reference point right there, then we can say that the question mark is the what side? Adjacent. And the 27 is the hypotenuse, right? So adjacent and hypotenuse. Adjacent, hypotenuse, cosine. So we can say cosine of 51 equals adjacent, we don't know, over 27. And you're still going to get the same answer because trigonometry agrees with trigonometry. Cosine 51 times 27, you get 16.99, 17.0. So either one works because it's a right triangle. Cool, there we go, 17.0. Let's corroborate. There it is. Sweet. Making progress. Okay, we need to find C, which means that we also need to find this angle because this angle is opposite the side they give us. All right. 180 minus 63 minus 101. It's a small angle, 16 degrees. So we're going to say 9 over sine of 16 equals little c over sine of 63. So 9 times sine of 63 divided by sine of 16, you get 29.09. So we round that to 29.1. This side is 29.1. And in physics, you guys will be using units, and so that would a distance would be, the SI units would be meters. Sometimes they'll use a number of different units for distance, like inches or miles or kilometers, but the standard international standard unit would be meters, but we don't need to worry about that for this class. Let's corroborate our 29.1. Number 4, 29.1. Nice. Already halfway finished. And let's see how long it's been. It's only been 9 minutes. We're doing good. All right. You could even say that we're more than halfway finished because the last problems will probably go faster than the first 4. Okay, so we need to find the side little a for number 5. And that means that we need to find this angle because it's opposite the side they give us. So 180 minus 58 minus 93. It's almost a right triangle. So we get this angle is 29 degrees right there. So we're going to go 16 over sine of 29 equals little a over sine of 93, like that. So 16 times sine of 93 divided by sine of 29, we get 32.95 rounded to the nearest tenth would be 33.0. So A, 33.0. Let's corroborate. Number 5, there it is. Sweet. Number 6, we're flying. Now this time we need to find an angle. Here's where the process changes a little bit. We need to find angle C. So we have a lot of sides. They give us all the sides, which makes our job easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the side and the angle that they give us. So really, this 16.1 right here, we really don't need, because I don't want to use it, because that means I would have to find the other angle. So I'm just going to cross out the 16.1 because we don't need it. So we're going to say this side, 26 over the sine of the opposite angle over the sine of 88 equals 21 over the sine of C that we don't know, big C. Cool. So let's cross multiply. 26 times sine of big C equals sine of 88 times 21, like that. So on the left, I'm going to write 26 times sine of C equals, now let's simplify the right, sine of 88 is 0.99939 times 21. I get 20.98. So approximate. So I'm going to go to 3 decimals until we get the answer. So I'm going to go to the thousandths. 20.987, like that. Now we want to find C. So before we do the inverse sign, we're going to divide both sides by 26. So on the left, when you divide by 26, you get sine of C equals, now that big number we got, 20.98720,737 divided by 26, you get 0.807. 0.807. Now inverse sign. In other words, shift sign, both sides. When you do the inverse sign of sine, it cancels, disappears. So you get C is the angle equals the inverse sign of 0.807. You get 53.8. And this is degrees because it's an angle. And we're rounded to the nearest tenths. So that should be exactly the answer. And there's the corroborated answer. Same as what we got. 2 more, and then we are done. Number 7. Let's find this C. So we have side angle, and I see that we have the 24 does not have an opposite angle that we know. So I'm going to cross the 24 because we don't really need it. And then here we have a side and an opposite angle. So we're going to say 29 over sine of 82 equals 20 over sine of C. So to simplify the process, I'm going to multiply all this right now and all this. So on the left, you have 29 times sine of C. And then, like I said, I'm going to multiply all that before I write it. So sine of 82 times 20, get 19.805. Divide both sides by 29. On the left, you get sine of C. And on the right, divide by 29, you get 0.683. 0.683. Inverse sine. The angle C is equal to the inverse sine of 0.683. You get 43.07. So rounded, 43.1. That's degrees because it's an angle. Now let's corroborate. Number 7, 43.1. There it is. Last question, and then we are done. All right, let's find this angle C. We have a side and an angle, and then this side, we don't know the opposite angle, so I'm not going to use the 17. It's useless. It's it's not necessary. And then we have this side 21, and the opposite angle is 99. So I'm going to say 21 over sine of 99 equals 10 over sine of C, just like that. All right, cross multiply. Boom, boom. 21 times sine of C equals the sine of 99 times 10. Sine of 99 times 10, you get 9.877, rounded 9.877. Divide both sides by 21, you get sine of C equals 9.877 divided by 21, you get 0.470. Last step, inverse sine. On the left, we get the angle C is equal to the inverse sine of 0.470. We get 28.05558, so rounded 28.1 degrees. Now let's corroborate. And number 8, 28.1. We are finished. Sweet. That's everything. See you guys next class.